Hi everyone! I was in Hamburg for the annual open weekend at the world-famous Elbphilharmonie concert hall, nicknamed Elphi. It's not every day that people get to roam around this giant complex with games, architectural discovery of a cave-like seating plan, watch musical performances, and behind-the-scenes demonstrations. There's no shortage of performance venues in Hamburg. I visited here for the first time when I was 16, when one of my classmates, Henrike, suggested that I spend half-term with her back in her hometown in Soltau. Her super perky mother took us on a day trip here and jokingly threatened to leave us in the red light district, Reeperbahn, to test our survival skills. Yes, two underage girls near the Beatles-Platz. I remember her telling me about the history of the Beatles performing here in the 60s. But now, even as a grown woman, there are still shows that I'm not allowed to watch. I get it. Back in the day, seamen had to blow off some steam. Hamburg is surrounded by canals and water. So I've come to Hotel Hafen. It dates back to 1858 for sailors to get a bed and a warm meal. Here are some of the house rules. During the two World Wars, it was used by the Navy as training centers. The decorations after the latest renovation reflect the maritime charm. These paintings on the wall remind me of the book cover of David Grant's The Wager. But some looked even more familiar. Those were ships entering Hong Kong, the old Fragrance Harbor. Before we get to Elphi, let's enjoy a meal overlooking the Elbe. You could see Landungsbrücken right outside this iconic hotel. You could take a boat trip from here, but on your left, you could already see the wavy Elfi rooftop, like the dessert Baking Alaska. Depending on which construction phase you're counting from, the Elfi Concert Hall, completed in 2016, was over a decade late and 10 times over budget. The total cost ended up being 866 million euros. Is it worth it? I'll try not to be judgy about the ROI. Many concert halls organize backstage tours, like the one I went to in Boston Symphony Hall. But Elfi also has this very popular open weekend that costs €5 per ticket, and they are sold out very quickly. My strategy is to take you up the world's longest curved escalator, the Tube, then up we go, and finish with a bang. Let's get transported up this 80-meter creamy tunnel. The activities seem to cater more towards a younger crowd, more fun and lighthearted. Groovy live music on the Plaza and in the Grand Hall, including jazz, horn and string performances, and hop. I think the most impressive technical demonstration in the program is by the organist Thomas Cornelius, showing us how 4,765 organ pipes roar.
Aber ich möchte auch ein bisschen was erzählen zu unserer wunderbaren Orgel, die ich Ihnen gerade vorgespielt habe, von der Orgelbauwerkstatt Kleis aus Bonn, 2016 hier eingebaut worden. Und das Instrument befindet sich dort oben in der Wand. Das hier ist also sozusagen nur der Spieltisch, an dem wir sitzen, von dem wir das ganze Instrument aus bedienen. Und in dieser Wandnische sind 5000 Pfeifen verbaut. 5000. Ich sage immer mit Scherz, wir haben 2100 Sitzplätze, pro Platz sind das mehr als 2 Pfeifen. In der Wand natürlich, ja. Und es sind sogar noch einige Pfeifen hier oben in den Deckenreflektor eingebaut, etwa 160. Also eine kleine Anzahl, der ganze große Anteil ist dort. 15 Meter ist das Instrument hoch und 15 Meter breit. Sie können das sozusagen so ganz leicht sehen, dass das Licht von drinnen rein in den Saal herein scheint. Und die Orgel hat ein Gesamtgewicht von 25 Tonnen.
And now, let's wake Frankenstein up. The overall verdict? There were long queues to guided tours, even with a schedule. Many stairs, and not enough elevators. Most volunteers didn't know what was going on. There's a walkway that runs around the entire 340-meter perimeter of the building, a design that makes it look like the deck of a cruise ship. But the surrounding is mostly shipping cranes and 1 or 2 church spires on the other side. I went back for a concert by the Orchester Wiener Akademie and took more time to look at the Grand Hall. This cave-like design with over 2,000 people around the stage is to have this visual of visitors being flushed into the hall. It's like a cocoon, featuring 1,000 hand-blown glass lamps and 10,000 uniquely carved acoustic panels. Every surface is like a mineral formation. Plus, there's a huge upside-down mushroom dropping down from the ceiling, serving as both an acoustic reflector and a futuristic chandelier. This is designed by Askan Mergenthaler, the architect behind Oxford's Blavatsky School of Government and Hong Kong's M+ Museum. Watching a concert at the Elphi is grand for sure. It's also quite a workout, so people know how to make the most of it. Afterwards, they really do flush out without missing a beat, including the orchestra's director, Martin Hasselbuck, heading straight back to the hotel. I wonder if he stayed at the Hotel Hafen.